a weekend rock star. In the 1960s, a band formed. They would change the face of music as we know it. Now, the Tower Avenue Band isn't that band, but you know, they play some of their music.
The Tower Avenue Band is made up of a diverse set of musicians who come together once a year to play a blowout show. Learning dozens of songs from numerous genres over a very short period of time, and demonstrate what talent, determination, and a lack of anything better to do can accomplish. Members have come and gone over the years, but the ideals have stayed the same. Play incredible music that touches the soul of everyone who hears it, or in some cases, play the loudest distortion in drums possible.
By the name of Ernie LeCool gathered up a bunch of musicians, put us in a room, and we started playing. Before we knew it, we had a set and needed a place to play. So we were all Marquette Electronics employees and played at the annual picnic, manufacturing picnic.
Oh yeah, Karen. Denise, Ron, Karen, Chuck, Dave, Scott, Mike, Rich. No keyboard. And the sawed off.
Starting the band? Well, that was completely my idea. Karen Del Vecchio said it would never work. Dave Sheebley just sipped his coffee and walked away when I mentioned the idea, and that's really my only recollection from the very beginning.
Jim, I kind of liken it to the primordial ooze. You know, it just kind of congealed. No other way to say it. It just kind of congealed and became a band, and the rest is history.
Think of the Tower Avenue Band.
Have you heard of them? I haven't.
Never heard of them.
I have. They're really good.
They couldn't recover.
The Tower Avenue Band started simple. Right out of Weber Studios, a little tiny studio in a sleepy suburb. They would grow to rule the world. And then, as many rulers, they were taken down and executed.
Stars are formed from a hydrogen gas cloud collapsing and coalescing into a hot, burning sphere. Oh dear, that's a different special for a different day. Starting with intimate shows and corporate outings, they honed their skills and ability to put up with each other. Their humble roots belie the epic maximum awesomeness to the extreme that was inside each and every musician who set foot on the stage of destiny. Soon they circled the globe, bringing their eclectic mix of rock, country, soul, and genres of subgenres I've never heard of. In the end, their biggest shows were in their hometown, which would bring in pilgrims from exotic locales, at least when people could get off work and had nothing else to do that night.
That's the beauty of a once-a-year show. Your audience is just sitting there thinking, these guys must have been famous sometime.
You know, in terms of creativity, you know, it really doesn't take much creativity to duplicate other people's work. I mean, you think about it, we're the musical version of a Xerox machine.
Creativity? This is a cover band, man. There's no creativity in this band. We just do what's been done.
You know, like there's a sax player who's like trying to do a solo, and then, you know, I'll do a solo. You know, we try to like improvise when we can, but you are doing covers, so you're not like amazingly creative.
The group is quite creative, and I see a lot of good ideas float around and get bounced off each other, and we come up with a lot of great ideas. We're just a little low on execution. We'll tend to rally and build a bunch of creative ideas by the time the show comes around, especially right after the show. And then we go dormant and pretty much repeat it every year.
Creativity has really never been a cornerstone of this group whatsoever. I mean, we're a cover band. All we do is steal other people's ideas. I mean, doesn't anybody else read the emails?
I have to say, I am the most talented. You know, I kind of keep things moving along, you know, and, you know, the rest of them are just hangers-on.
Some have even said they're just a bunch of hackneyed, no-talent people who play other folks' songs. I don't think that's the case. I think they're actually talented people who play other people's songs. Musicians.
Wow, what a great bunch of musicians. Everyone was clicking along until this one guy joined a few years back. Man, he sucks.
We're lucky. It is lucky to be in a band like this, and honestly, there's a lot of really great musicians, and there's some that haven't done this before, are still learning, and it's really kind of a cool dynamic.
Except for that guy, he sucks.
Who sucks? Oh, that dude over there.
Favorite moment of the band was the time that I made Jim Linneman so mad that he threatened to kick us out and not do the show, and he suggested that we play at the Pabst Theater. I'm still trying to work on that.
You know, what I've found, Carl, is things that I think I care about, if I choose not to care about them, nothing changes anyway. So.
Yeah, best friends. A room of people that they can't hear a damn thing over the jet engine noise from guitar amps.
There's no tension. There's no tension. Trust me. I mean, I don't want to hear that shit again. There is no goddamn tension in this band. Okay? No tension. I don't want to hear that crap.
An identity crisis. We have multiple styles of music, but it's really just a euphemism for we have no direction.
We're really going to talk about that? We're going to talk about how the horns and guitarists get along? Seriously? Those guys fight all the time. That the horns are what make Tower Avenue Band, and I quote, at least tolerable.
Yes. You know, it's not unusual for a horn section to really elevate another band to new levels that they couldn't achieve on their own.
Critics have said the horns are what make Tower Avenue Band at least tolerable.
I don't know, I can never really hear them.
I don't know about tolerable. I mean, the horns were my idea, and I did give them the name Power of Tower Horns, you know, but really the bass is the driving pulse of the band.
Home. Your home. Set it aglow with the magic of music. Then watch as it opens a new world of fun and enjoyment for you and your family. It's RCA Victor's brilliant new Best of 57 albums, including the artistry of Frankie Carl in his lilting adventures in music around the world. Fabulous Lena Horne sings love songs in her Stormy Weather album. Fire of Belafonte as he sings of the Caribbean. Free and easy, special request album, We Get Letters, in your choice of long play or the 45 economy package at your RCA Victor dealers now.
Oh, horns are huge. I have a couple of really great patches on the synthesizers that I bring up, and it sounds exactly like horns, and they never complain or drink too much beer or anything. It's great.
Except for that one guy, who's not that good.
Almost everybody is just fabulous in this band, and I'm telling you, except for that one guy, I swear we gotta kick his ass out of the band. But other than that, everybody is okay.
Creative differences have almost been the cornerstone of this band, in that I always envisioned more of a kind of a jazz metal acid fusion type thing with almost like a Baroque string type of element in the middle. And I still can't get anybody else to buy in on this.
They let me even play one of my originals, which I would say is probably the greatest thing that the band has ever done.
You took all my records you never liked.
That guy sucks! That guy sucks!
Oh, I mean, alcohol's responsibly consumed. What was the question?
The alcohol problem has gotten out of hand at times. I think one time, especially when the bass players treated their bass as a giant kazoo, you don't get many gigs after that.
Oh, dude, no matter how many O'Douls I drink, I simply cannot cop a buzz.
There's still hope for us. We probably just need to try drugs.
Eventually, every star eventually implodes eventually. As so does the ego of a superstar. Not literally, of course. At the pinnacle of their success, one incident would bring them one step too far once too often. They would fall as the Roman pantheon of gods would fall to the barbarian hordes.
I think the incident at the zoo is an unfortunate history in the band. I was there, I saw it. You care to tell your side of the story?
No.
Yeah, I do my best to stay out of management issues.
The incident at the zoo, which forced your management company to drop you, do you care to tell your side of the story?
The zoo. Yeah, the orangutan and I settled out of court. That's really all I'm allowed to say.
You guys feel about the biggest gig of your life? It's the comeback tour.
But that assumes that this band like had a slump.
I understand it has been a tough last few years with waning interest and a bunch of washed up has-beens. Do you think the best years of the band are over? Can a group made up of a diverse set of tastes and anger management issues really make a comeback?
Yes, and I wouldn't call it a comeback, it's more of an evolution. And really, you're only as good as your last Liniments gig.
The last and only Liniments gig?
Yeah, which is last year.
Really, okay, we suck. But that does not mean that we've got waning interest. It has nothing to do with it, trust me.
You know, once I stopped getting paid, my interest really waned. So, frankly, I don't really care.
I think there's a lot of years left. I think they've got a lot of music left in them, and I think they can still change the world.
Yeah. No. No. Yeah.
Oh, hi. I hope you enjoyed Towering Above, the Tower Avenue band story. For me, it was a labor of love. I hope you found it funny, or at least informative. But you know, I have to get back to work or it's never going to get done.